Hello friends. So my today's topic is local anesthetics. Okay. Anesthetics means these are the agents that produces a reversible loss of sensation. And you might be knowing anesthetics are of two types, local anesthetics and general anesthetics. Local anesthetics are the agent that will produce local action, means the site of application will be the site of action, whereas general anesthetics will produce a generalized action, means there will be a depression of your central nervous system. Okay, so now we'll start our discussion with local anesthetics. So by definition, local anesthetics are drugs which upon topical application or local injection cause reversible loss of sensory perception, especially of pain in a restricted area of body. Okay, and this thing you might have experienced when you have been to a dentist for extraction of tooth, isn't it? Or any kind of root canal treatment. The dentist people will give an injection of local anesthetic. The very most commonly used local anesthetic is your lidocaine, used by the dentist people. So whenever they will apply a local anesthetic or inject a local anesthetic to you, you will not feel any pain. So there will be a loss of sensation, or you can say a temporary loss of sensation, after which the dentist will extract your tooth. Okay, and you will not feel any pain. Okay, so basically it reduces or totally no perception or no sensory impulses are being produced. So basically they block generation and conduction of nerve impulses at all parts of the neuron where they come in contact, without causing any structural damage. Okay, so what it is saying, it will inhibit the all the neurons which comes in its parts. Okay, now see, pain is a sensory expression, isn't it? Pain is mainly carried by sensory neuron, but by definition it says it will block all the neurons that come in its part. So that means not only sensory but also motor neurons are being blocked. Okay, now just assume you have injected a local anesthetic in your hand. Okay, and after injection there will be a reversible loss of sensation, isn't it? So up till the time there is drug in your hand, if anyone cuts your hand, bite, pinches, anything, you will not feel it, isn't it? That means sensory neurons have been blocked. But if someone says to lift your hand, you will be unable to lift it, isn't it? So a condition of paralysis is been seen. So this means not only sensory but even motor neurons are being blocked by local anesthetics. Okay, so it, as I have written it, thus not only sensory but also motor impulses are interrupted when a local anesthetic is applied, resulting in muscular paralysis and loss of autonomic control as well. Okay, so this is what local anesthetics will do. Okay, they will mainly involve in blockage of generation and conduction of nerve impulses. Okay, so not only sensory, even motor neurons are been blocked, so you will not feel pain, but on the same side you are unable to perform any kind of work with that particular part of the body where local anesthetics has been applied. Okay, so this is about local anesthetic. Okay, next, biochemical local anesthetics are weak bases. Okay, so these local anesthetics are weak bases, and depending upon the linkage they are divided into two types, ester linkage and amide linkage. Also we have got an ester local anesthetic group and an amide local anesthetic group. So as the name says, there is a linkage of ester and there is a linkage of amide. Okay, now you can see two structures over here. Okay, the above one is the ester kind of local anesthetic and the second one is amide kind of local anesthetic. Okay, so basically a normal structure of local anesthetic contains a lipophilic portion. Okay, both have a lipophilic portion. Okay, this ring is a lipophilic portion and there is a hydrophilic portion. Okay, now when lipophilic portion and hydrophilic portion are interconnected by a linkage which is ester in group, we call them as a ester linkage type of local anesthetic. Okay, similarly when a lipophilic group and a hydrophilic group are connected by an amide linkage. Okay, this is an amide linkage, so they comes under the class of amide linkage of local anesthetic. Okay, so depending upon the type of linkage, we are classifying the local anesthetic as ester group or amide group. Okay, so whenever the linkage is ester, we call them as an ester linkage local anesthetic, and whenever the linkage in between is amide, we call them as an amide linkage. Okay, and what it is linking, a lipophilic is linked by a hydrophilic portion. Okay, now examples of ester linkage group are procane, tetracane, benzocane, cocaine and chlorprocane, whereas examples for amide linkages are lidocaine, bupivacaine, prilocaine and dibucaine. Okay, now in order to avoid any kind of confusion in this, because you might have confused that okay, dibucaine is an amide linkage or ester linkage, sometimes confusion do happens, we all are human beings. So to avoid confusion, you can see amide and amide I is there. Okay, so all the examples of amide linkage should contains two I's, lidocaine I and I, bupivacaine, here one I, second I, prilocaine two I's, dibucaine two I's. Okay, so all the examples in amide linkage should contains two I, whereas in case of ester linkage you cannot find any kind of I over here, so they contains only single I which is present in its in that suffix, that is cane. Okay, so procane, just one I, tetracane, benzocane, cocaine, chlorprocane, so all the I's are present in this suffix, the cane. Cane is the common suffix for present for all the local anesthetics. Okay, when only suffix contains I, that is cane, those comes under ester linkage kind of local anesthetics. But both prefix as well as suffix contains I. Okay, prefix means this lido, it is a prefix, cane is a suffix. Okay, so when two I's are there, it comes under amide. When only single I is there, it comes under ester. Okay, so these are two types of local anesthetic drugs.